Groups. They're the workhorse of My Big Campus. This is where you are going to deliver your information to your students. You'll find groups over here in the dashboard. We click on that. You've got two choices. You can look at groups in tiles, or you can go to list and see them. And that's where I'm going to choose to look at this. In list, you get all of your resources. We're going to go ahead into iPad and look at groups. The basic layout for groups is that you have a dashboard across the top. You have control of what shows here up here in your admin options, which we'll look at. Announcements, of course, is where you'd simply make an announcement to the class each day. You can attach assignments. You can have discussions, and the kids can post to those. You can have a back channel chat or a live chat. Pages is where you can things, but you also can have students present things. They can use it as a wiki or use it as a way to report out. Resources are where you store things. This is where you can give students files to go to and get their things. This is where you can put bundles for them to work on, things like that. And you can put all these things in the same, any of these will take resources. For example, if I click on announcements, you'll see a resource area here that you can attach to a post. That's even true all the way up to calendar. And in calendar, you can simply click. Things will show up, schoolwork will show up automatically here, but you can also click and add things here. And students work for your class, the things they've got to do. Your particular personal classroom calendar stuff will show up here. So this is calendar. Up here in admin options, there's all sorts of things. The first thing I'm going to show you is edit. If you turn on edit, you now can go in and edit the name, the description. You can put in, like a web page, you can put in the things you want students to see when they first come into your group. And if I scroll on down, I can see the privacy that I want. Who can see these, who can't. Who can create pages, who can create resources for your class, what I can enable. Here I had members turned off. I'm going to turn it back on, but I can also turn off the chat and discussion areas and even the pages areas. And now when I go back, it'll look very much different. So when I say this, notice I can put an icon picture here. Now that I've edited my group, it looks very different here in the resource area. Also up in here are ways to import out of this class, or import into it, export out, clone the class. If I'm going to make similar classes, I can clone another one. I can merge some of the information. If I added a bunch of resources, I can merge that to another class. I can delete a group, lock the group so nobody can use it. I can archive the group so that nobody sees it, but it still exists. And something new is bringing in external tools. So this is part of what you can have each day is your group area. So here's where I can, all the things I'm using, whether it's schoolwork or any kind of special bundle or resources I want the students to use, I can bring them in this way to the students.